This is Michael with Quiet Lawn. We're here on site with another mulch job. This nice young couple, nice young family has just moved into this home, and the builder has put pine straw in all the beds. We're going to remove all the pine straw and put in, redefine this edge, and then put in some really nice brown cypress mulch. So here's the before pictures. Got Derek hard at work getting the old pine straw out of there. So once we get this finished up, I'll post some new pictures and make a video and let you see what the final product looks like. We're going to go over another step in the mulch process, and this is our final prep. What we've done is we've just taken our bed edger, either our machine that we've rented or our hand tool, and we've defined this nice edge. But what that leaves oftentimes down here is it leaves a really steep edge that we need to knock down, because otherwise, if we don't, this angle is so steep that the mulch, once it rains or whatnot, it's going to wash that mulch off and you're going to have that bare soil exposed. So all we're going to do is we're going to knock this angle down either with a shovel or a rake, depending on how soft the soil is. We're going to knock that down to a more gradual angle so that the mulch sticks on it. So if you'll watch what I do here real quick, I'm just taking, if the ground is soft enough, I'm going to use my rake. All I'm doing is knocking that edge off. I'm pulling that dirt up into the bed. And I'm smoothing whatever dirt we've put up into the bed. We want to get a nice smooth base before we put down our mulch. Because if our base isn't smooth, our final product isn't going to be smooth. Smoothing this out. Taking out this excess, knocking off that edge. And I'll show you the parts that I've already done so far. So that's kind of the process. Sometimes I might have to use a flat shovel and do the same thing if the ground is like clay and it's too hard. But you can see down through here, this is what we want it to look like before we get ready to lay down our mulch. See this nice and gradual, nice smooth slope. It's going to look really good when we get our mulch down. We don't have any areas that are too steep. And you can kind of see the final product right there, as opposed to what it started to what it was like when we started after we edged. You can see right here that it's very rough, and it's not going to look good, and our mulch isn't going to stick on that side. So we'll finish prepping here, and all of our beds will look like what we just showed you. These are the last couple steps we do in our preparation. We've smoothed all of our mulch, smoothed our beds, and now Derek's just going to take the string trimmer and go ahead and cut us a nice clean line around those edges just to clean it up. Once he does that, we're going to take the blower and blow all the dirt and debris back into the bed, so that when we finish our mulch job, we don't end up blowing all this dirt and debris right back on top of our nice clean mulch. So I'll take a video of that next. Alright, so we're at the last step here. You can see Derek's just blowing off all the dirt back into the bed and all the debris that we raked out while we were cleaning up the bed and prepping. You can see when we pile the dirt up that we want to be careful not to pile the dirt up too high on the existing shrubs when we're doing our prep and smoothing. That can end up killing the shrub. So we just want to make sure that when we're raking everything out, we don't make the dirt any higher around the base than it already is. So here's our final preparation done. We've edged our beds. We're blowing all the debris back into there. This is what it should look like before we put down the mulch. You can see it's beautiful. Our base is nice and smooth. We've got a nice clean edge. Our yard is clean from all the debris, and we're ready to lay mulch Doing this kind of preparation is going to make all the difference in having a nice, clean final product. We're back here on site. We've got all of our preparation done with this mulch job. We've taken out all the pine straw that was installed by the builder. We put on this nice, beautiful edge that's going to be easy to maintain. And we've also spent a lot of time smoothing out the dirt that was under it to give us a nice, good shape for our final mulch product. So I'm just going to take you around here, let you see how nice this looks. This is going to be a big difference. So this edge right here, this wasn't existing before we cut it in. So all this prep, took us a good bit of time, several hours for one person to get all this ready, but it's going to give us a very good final product. All that we have left to do now is to put our mulch down, which Derek's getting ready to do right now. We're about to get started. And then we're going to put down our 6 to 8 month pre-emergent after that, which is going to greatly reduce the amount of weeds you get for the next 6 to 8 months. And we do offer that as an ongoing service twice a year. So we're all ready to go. I'll make another video here shortly once we get this mulch finished and let you see what it looks like with the final product. We have just finished up this mulch project. We've gotten the street cleaned up, got all the excess mulch off, and we've put everything down and smoothed it out. Derek's done a fantastic job. You can see by looking at the mulch how smooth everything is. And that actually takes more skill than you think. It takes a while to learn how to get the mulch smooth where it's not lumpy everywhere. In some places it's 6 inches deep, in some places it's 1 inch deep. It definitely takes practice to be able to get it nice and smooth like this. But you can see right here we still have our nice deep edge. We got a nice fresh 3-inch layer of mulch here. And the only thing left we have to do is to put down our pre-emergent, which Derek is going to put out right now. It's a granular product, and it's supposed to greatly reduce the amount of weeds that come up over the next 6 to 8 months. And we can reapply that towards the end of the summer to get a full year of coverage. So you can see right here. Here's the rest of our beds. Everything nice and clean and neat. All right, and that's our process for doing mulch. Everything off with the mulch is to apply the pre-emergent, and that's what Derek's been doing with the battery powered spreader. I don't know if you can see, but look closely, you can see the little granules everywhere in the beds, but we want to do that step last because we don't want to be blowing it off after that, because we'll be blowing those granules all over the place. And the way that stuff works is it only protects the areas where it soaks into the ground. So if you blow that stuff off of a certain area when you're cleaning it up, then you won't have any protection in that area. So that's our final step. Everything's cleaned up, our mulch job is done. We've cleaned up everything off the street. Very important. Make sure we leave the property like we came to it, or better. We've blown everything off the sidewalks. We've blown everything off the driveway. We've blown off any objects in the beds, like these water meter covers or the platform for the air conditioner. These where the downspouts come off, we always want to make sure to blow all that stuff off and leave it nice and clean.